Would be the audience for your media product?
Well, the first thing we want to talk about is what certificate it would be. We decided on a 15 because it could have some scenes of violence and strong language later on in the film. Possibly that the obsession's gone too far and it starts like physical abuse and obviously emotional, mental abuse. Which is already established.
We kind of made that decision, we based it on a film. We did look at another kind of realism, social realism kind of film called Precious. It was made in the US, and we looked at that certification. We looked on the BBFC website and we looked at why it was rated a 15. And we looked at why, and then we kind of decided ourselves that that would kind of fit our film, and that there would be strong language.
It would need to go further, and it would have to spiral out of control to keep it, you know, interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's sort of like, if we were developing the whole film, I think that's the sort of direction that we would take it.
Yeah.
It would go from just being the obsession to maybe Beth fighting back a little bit, and it would just eventually go into a complete out of control situation.
And then in terms of who it's aimed at, it's really aimed at kind of
young adults and onwards.
I don't know, 16.
Well, it could be interesting for anyone to watch, really.
But
But then again, since it's got strong language and everything, we just don't want to like bring in the wrong audience.
No.
Yeah, I think it would possibly, for more sort of people who would go to a small art house cinema, then that can be up to sort of 40, I'd say.
I think
it could be interesting for younger people because they're in that situation, or it could be interesting for older people.
It's like, there's Beth in there as well, she's a young adult, that could be inspirational for others.
Yeah,
to watch it.
That. And also looking at, we did the research on Fish Tank, we looked at the exit poll for that, which was done by the UK Film Council, which we did on our blog. The main of the audience of that was, I think it was around 16 to 25, that was the main, but then it wasn't uncommon or unheard of to see there was quite a bit of 32-year-olds and stuff.
It was like going back to like the idea of like stepping up to the next level. When we were watching Fish Tank, the beginning just looked normal, and then they kind of expanded on her problem, and then just like physical abuse, sexual references and language just came in, and that's why it was just rated 15 and over.
I think the difference